Okay, so I want to play a game, a new game, and it's a very simple one. I'm going to give you each €100 on a card, and what you have to decide is how much of that €100 you'd like to contribute to a common pool or pot in the middle. So you can decide you want to give 50 or 100 or nothing or 20, and then whatever is in that pot. When you made the contribution, then I will look at it and match it, and then I'll divide it and redistribute it among all of you. So, for example, if you hold, you will then have whatever you get back from the pot, as well as whatever you didn't give and held on to, and that's what you will earn from the pot. Is that clear? So you'll each have time to fill in the amount you want to contribute to the common pool. And I don't want you to talk or consult or share on this. I want you to work on your own, to think on your own. Is that okay?
Mark's number 2.
Number 2, game 2. Okay, so let's see what you gave, what happened. So, A gave 90. B gave 50. C gave 25. Okay. D gave 100. Okay. So they simply get 130. And G, same story, gave 100, nothing left. So they end up with 130. And H gave 50, so they have 50 left, plus the 130 means that they get 180. So that's what happened, 140, 180, C 205, etc. Adding up what everybody gives, doubling it, matching it, and then dividing it equally between everybody. So they're the results. And you can see what's happened, you can see how it works. So I want to play another game now, another time, and see what happens. Now we're starting from scratch again. Forget about those first scores. This is a new game. So we're starting off from 0. So decide again what you would like to give this time from the cards that you have in front of you.
That's easy. Me.
Okay, so let's see how you scored that time in the second game. Don't forget this was a new game, fresh from the first one. So in that game, then A gave 100. That's 10 more than the previous time. B gave 75, a bit more than the previous time. And H gave 0, so they have still got their 100, plus the 125, which means they get up at 225. 225. So take a look at that. 125, 150. Is that clear? For the next round, I want you to do something different. I want you to be entirely selfish. Just think of yourself. Just think of you and decide what you want to give based on yourself, on what you need and your own interests, etc. Is that okay? Good. So let's see how that round went when you were behaving selfishly and thinking of yourselves. So A gave 100 again. B gave 10. C gave 20. And the same is true for H. They gave nothing, so they have their own 100 plus the 50 from the pot, which means they get 150. So take a look at those. Take a look at those. Is that okay? So again, you see the results? See the results, and we're going to have one last round, and I want you to think well of what you want to give in this round. Think really well about it. Make sure you are making the very best and wisest decision in this last round. Is that okay? So think well, think well. Good. Well done. Thanks for that. So let's see how you did on that last really important round. So let's see. A gave 100. Great. A is very consistent. B gave 100. Big jump from the last time. Well done, B. C gave 10. Down from the previous round. F gave 100. They also get 150. Is that all clear? And also for G, they gave 100 and they get 150. And also H gave 100 and they end up with 150. Happy with all that? And are you all clear about that game and enjoyed what happened? More importantly, can you see, or did you spot the fundamental principle that's at work in this game, that's behind this game? What is the principle? Can you see that principle?
Yes, the more you give, the more you get.
Yeah, that's right. Principle is very simple. The more we give, the more we get. The more we give, the more we get. And it's understandable why some might have seen it as a competitive game. And of course, I didn't help by setting it up a little bit like that and not letting you share or talk or consult about what you wanted to give. But you can see this is a very different paradigm. And it's the paradigm that's at work in the world and all the time and at work in everything around us. It's not a competitive world, it's a cooperative world. And as we speak, there's the most wonderful and most delicate cooperation happening in the universe around us, which we take for granted. But if any of the elements in the universe stopped cooperating and played in a selfish way, then we'd cease to exist. We wouldn't exist, because that would be a game of win-lose and competition. It is the good of the body, the good of the overall entity, that's what really matters. And therefore it's a very different paradigm that we're putting forward about the more you give, the more you get. And being cooperative is the best way to be selfish, as it were. And the same is true for your organization, and how you relate and behave will make all the difference. Make all the difference if you decide which game you want to play. You want to play the individual game, or you want to play the cooperative, collaborative team game in which we're all dependent on each other. And you have to be convinced yourself of the merits of playing this game. But the most powerful and absolutely essential way to bring about a change in how people think is through your own steadfast conviction and behavior. And this means working in a healthy team working way all the time, and a way we have been practicing and living during all our time together. This, of course, affects all of our relationships and all of our performance and how we feel and how we engage with others. This fundamental principle of cooperation. The more I give, the more I get. The more I cooperate, the better it'll be for me as an individual.